Good morning, people, and welcome to the 6 a.m. club. I hope you're blessed, man, and I hope you've had a good sleep and you're ready to start the day on a high, start the day with good energy. You know what I mean? So we're here today to present a conversation. Today's conversation is, are you living your dream? Are you living your dream? For me, it took me a long time to figure out what my purpose was and for me to figure out what my dreams was and where I'm going and where I want to be and how I want to be there and who I want to be with me, etc., etc. And I often find that even sometimes you have to pivot. Like you might be doing something and it's going great, and then all of a sudden it has some kind of flaw and it doesn't work out the way that you wanted it to work out. So you have to pivot and try something different, or try another route, or try just a different motion, a move in a different motion. And for me, are you living your dream? It's a key question. It's a positive question. And it's one that I want you to ask yourself today. So I want to ask you this question, right? Something that helped me figure out if I was living my dream or not. I asked myself this question, and it was, what would you do in your life if money was no object? What would you do in your life if money was no object? If you didn't need to make money, you didn't need to pay bills. Bills are covered. You need to think about, bringing home the bread because it's all sorted out. What would you do? What would you be doing? Because that is possibly your dream. Then I want you to think about this. Can you materialize that? Can you make that happen? Even with the current situation that you're going through, because you see, a lot of the time we make barriers for the things that we want to achieve. We make barriers for the things that we want to see. So, and they stop us from achieving what we want, So maybe you're doing that now, right? They say 85 people in society strongly dislike their job. I don't know how true that number is, but that's what they say, apparently. So why are we doing them? How many people do you know are just working a job? We have one life as far as we know. Yeah? We have one life. So what would you be doing in the world if everything was covered and nobody was judging you and you had all the money in the world to do what you want to do? What would you be doing? Right? And can you do it now? I don't know what it is. I don't know what your dream is. I don't know what your vision is, but you need to ask yourself, can you be doing it now? Yeah. If I had a 9 to 5, I would still be able to do the 6 a.m. club. I'll make it happen because I want to make it happen. If I didn't have a 9 to 5, I would still be doing the 6 a.m. club. And I don't have a 9 to 5, by the way. Yeah. So I still do the 6 a.m. club. If I went and lived in Thailand, I'm still going to do the 6 a.m. club. If I went and lived in Gambia or Guyana, I'm still going to do the 6 a.m. club. So that's something that I've aligned with my purpose, and that is speaking to people and helping people because it helps me. Mainly because it reinforces conversations for me. So it's like, why don't waste that conversation or that moment. Speak it to other people and see if it helps them as well. You get me? I want to do better for myself. I want to see myself in better places. I want to have better discipline and better dedication and stuff like that. So yeah, I also want to tell you something as well, right? The internet and technology is changing everything. So there's times when you may have had a dream of becoming a journalist. And back in the days, a journalist may have they would have had to work and get links to release their knowledge or release the information they had to a newspaper. We live in a society now where everything is on the internet. Everything is at the tip of our fingers. We can get information on this, get information on that, release information here, release information there, and be journalists without needing the technology. The same way how there was a time when to get a letter, it might have taken you months to go across waters and to across the seas and to send an international letter or to travel to see someone. Now time has been shortened. I can reach 1 million people in a day using the internet. You know, how long would it take you back in the days to reach a million people with your content or with what you're selling or with your dreams or what you want to do? How long would it have taken? You know? So think about that and think about if that's something, if there's ways that technology can help you in achieving your dream, or if the internet can help you in achieving your dream. I know so many people who have now taken their life into their own hands. The internet has become like television. Nobody watches television anymore. Everybody watches the internet. Everybody watches content. Everybody watches channels and YouTube and TikTok, and you know, everything's always moving and growing. So how can you be a part of that if you want to be a part of that? Or how can you benefit from that? A lot of the time, people are catching up. Stores are closing down, hardware stores, people who, for example, like a Dorothy Perkins or a Peacocks, these places are closing down because companies have moved and shifted and understand that online presence is way more powerful than just having a shop. Yeah, it's less overheads, it's easier to market, and the market is way bigger. You can market to 1 billion people instead of just having your one store in an area. Like, are these things that we're thinking about? Are these things that you're thinking about? Are you living your dream, or are you just thinking about your boss's next coffee, or thinking about this company and how you're going to make this company work? And there is no problem with that if you're happy. But if you're unhappy, then think about it. Are you living your dream? There's this kid called Ryan, who, I'm not sure how old Ryan is now, but Ryan dominates YouTube. Well, he used to, right? Ryan's World. He made toys. And the way it started was him just playing with toys, him reviewing toys. And now he's a multi-millionaire. He's a kid, right? But my point is this, his family used technology and the internet to build him and build his brand. And now he's gone with his personal brand. He's a multi-millionaire. You know what I mean? So anyone can do it. It's just up to you. You got to make the decision. Yeah. Is it fear? Are you scared to step out onto your own and try, and you just have a feeling that it's not going to work, or you're scared it's not going to work, and you really want things to happen for you, but you don't want to leave your job and leave the safety net to go out and venture? Is it fear? Is it fear of embarrassment? Oh, I'm embarrassed. Do you know how embarrassing 6 a.m. Club was? There was a time when no one was coming in the 6 a.m. Club, and I just closed the room. On Twitter, I used to just open the room. No one's there. I'd be like, okay, close the room and just go about my business, go for my walk. You know what I mean? But as time went on and I persevered, even now, it's like some people will look at my views and be like, oh, look, his views are down here, or his views are not doing this, or his views are not numbering the way he wants to. But do you know what it is? If one person tunes in and listens, yeah, then I've achieved something. And hopefully they learn something and they have a mission. You know what I'm saying? Are you afraid of judgment or just overall failing? Are you afraid of those things? Yeah. I always say this to people as well. Try to learn things that help you make money online. If you can make money online, then you'll always be able to make money. A lot of people, we don't use our systems and our networks to make money. We just think it's about social media, you know. I have a property company, and the way that it started was online. Just from being an artist and knowing a lot of people, just opening the doors and saying, look, well, I have this thing that's available. Do you need it? Can I help you? And I just help different people, you know. So that's part of me using my network and using the internet to help me make money. Also, another thing is doing what you like. Yeah. So if the thing is your thing is you like football, make a football podcast, and eventually keep talking about it, keep posting, stay consistent, stay trying to grow, stay entertaining. Your football podcast can take over. Who knows where it can take you? Like I said to you, Ryan, he reviewed toys. Toys. A little kid reviewing toys. He is a multi-millionaire. There was a time when he was the highest paid YouTuber. From toys. I'm sorry, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. Yeah. So if you like something and it's your passion and you believe in it, start working on it. Start producing content from it or for it. You know, start making it work for you. You know what I mean? So that's been the 6 a.m. club. That's the question for today. Are you living your dream? If you are living your dream, hats off to you and big up and keep on living that bloody dream. And if you're not living that dream, have a think about it. How do you start living your dream? What is your dream? Do you want to live your dream? You know what I mean? Let's have a think about it, man. So big up the man them, big up the gal them. War go on for the weirdos, I just can't understand them. 6 a.m. club to the world and back. And I am out. Hope to see you guys soon. Pow, 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 pow.